Mr. Investor, welcome back to the channel, baby. A week ago, I made a video here about ILLUMINA and a partnership. It was about ILLUMINA striking a partnership with Genetic Alliance. It's a $120 million global project. They wanted to provide whole genome sequencing access to tens of thousands of patients across the globe that are impacted by genetic disease. Could an alliance with Bionanogenomics be on the cards? Now, before we get into this video, please remember none of this is financial advice, it's for entertainment only. Now, today we saw something very strange in stock price. Have we found a new low? Because today, when it dropped down previously, it dropped all the way down to $3.74. I believe lots of people were picking up, and all of a sudden, we were above $4 again. I was actually watching here, this was within a matter of minutes, as you can see. And then we had some great news hit just after market. It was shared by Mr. Rich Shippey. Mr. Rich Shippey, the Chief Business Officer at Bionanogenomics, actually released this tweet. This tweet was a link to a recent article talking about Bionanogenomics acquiring BioDiscovery. It was on a blog called Enlighten Bio, and in this tweet, the CEO of BioDiscovery, the recently acquired company by Bionanogenomics, who is now the Chief Informatics Officer of Bionanogenomics, they were asking him a string of questions, and within this string of questions, it was clear to see that ILLUMINA's name popped up a lot. In fact, ILLUMINA was mentioned 8 times within this single article. Within the article, they spoke about how synergistic BioDiscovery and Bionanogenomics together is. And he declared with optical genome mapping technology, they can cover all the various additional structural variations. They will also be able to enable methylation analysis that comes with other platforms like the ILLUMINA platform. Then went on to elaborate, and he said that Bionanogenomics is very complementary to the short read sequencing, next generation sequencing technology, like the one offered by ILLUMINA and other vendors. This single fact alone will open up a huge potential market. The combination is, of course, very powerful for the end user, as it allows to cover all large genomic aberrations that are otherwise not easily detectable. He then went on to speak about his background and precision medicine. So he said that the integration of finance will allow a bigger team, and this in turn will allow them to realize some of the new technologies to enhance precision medicine application. He spoke about his background and how he has lots of experience in AI machine learning and data mining going back up to 30 years. And that integrating structural variant data from both the platforms are going to result in better disease classification and therefore better disease prognosis, particularly in cancer. Then take a look at this, ILLUMINA. He was then asked about the market, the genomics market. Are there any speculations in terms of major collaborations or acquisitions will we see in the near far future that may potentially compete with your new combined offering? Sohail Shams spoke about BioDiscovery and their great and close collaboration going on with ILLUMINA over the past year. They even designed a new cytogenetic microarray with ILLUMINA, which is just about to hit the market. He said Bionano is completely open and interested to continue expanding this market because the BioDiscovery / ILLUMINA relationship is complementary to what they are doing, and it expands both microarray and next generation applications. This, of course, will also result in a strong glue between Bionano and ILLUMINA. This strong collaborative partnership will be benefit to the entire community. There's then a quote here talking about long read sequencing and how it's going to evolve. He said in his eyes that may be considered the competition to genome mapping Bionanogenomics is offering. The interviewer then asked about integration of clinical genomics data. Sohail said that as a software company, BioDiscovery doesn't generate data, but customers that use Bionano Sapphire system or any ILLUMINA sequencing system do generate that kind of data. And what BioDiscovery does is help process that data, but for the data to be of maximum utility, you have to have additional patient information. Customers want to be able to study the data for research and translational research purposes. Now, you may remember this tweet from Mr. Joe Butler, the UK sales manager, talking about how Bionano has gone from being a hot new TV show to actually being Netflix itself now that they've acquired BioDiscovery. Not only will they make incredible data, but they're going to host other platforms' data and integrate it with theirs, making it easier and faster to get actionable data. I also want to show you some moves done by ILLUMINA, so let's go back in time. In fact, this press release back in 2020 spoke of ILLUMINA acquiring a company called Bluebee, and this was to accelerate processing, analysis, and sharing of next generation sequencing data at scale. It's actually a Dutch company based in the Netherlands, and it's a cloud-based software company, so it not only collects data in a secure cloud platform, it also simplifies access to data and tools and helps provide genomics analysis solutions for research and clinical customers. Susan Tusi, the Senior Vice President of Product Development at ILLUMINA at the time, time, was talking about the combination of Bluebeat and Illumina software products, providing the most scalable, efficient, and extensive genomic analysis solutions for both clinical and translational research use cases. Now, when Bionanogenomics acquired BioDiscovery, they made similar moves. 20 plus years, 3,000 plus customers they get access to in over 30 different countries. Apparently, their platform agnostic approach allows customers to use data from any technology and vendor in their products. So I want to throw a question out there for you guys. So if there was to be a partnership between, Bionanogenomics and Illumina, how many machines would they adopt? How many Sapphire systems? With such a strong relationship between BioDiscovery and Illumina, Sohail said this of course will result in a strong glue between Bionano and Illumina. A major collaboration there could mean a lot of Sapphires being picked up, and with the stock price dropping and certain people saying, the total addressable market isn't big enough or scalability is an issue. If Illumina is serving so many countries, they have 17,000 active sequencing systems installed, generating around about $3.2 billion. Could they offer optical genome mapping alongside the products that they have? Could they purchase the Sapphire system and develop their own products? Similar to what PerkinElmer has done with whole genome optical mapping for FSHD. And so what we need to do is really see these partnerships. We need to see sales. We need to see Sapphires getting shifted out. We need to start seeing the snowball rolling for adoption. I was speaking to Mark over at newsweed.com. He's also got a YouTube channel. In terms of happy estimates to see real adoption, he was saying that they need to get onto sales and they need to at least have in the last quarter of this year 40 Sapphire systems sold. And now this guy, if you don't know him already, he holds nearly 1 million shares of Bionanogenomics, and he was saying by the end of the year, we need to smash past the milestone. We need to really see and drive those installs. We need to see adoption. So he was saying a bare minimum of 40 installs in the last quarter of this year. And you see, it was nice to see 20 installations within the last quarter when I was expecting around 15, but we really need to blow it out of the park. We need to get the ball rolling and get onto sales, because right now we've seen this slow bleed of Bionanogenomics. It's been relentless. For me, I continue to accumulate, I continue to pick up shares, but I would love to see the Bngo Rangers driving home sales. I'd love to see a big partnership on the cards, because the tech is here. We have some key customers, relationships are in place, so we really need to drive towards making sure we get adoption and getting those sales through. And if you guys haven't heard this as well, go and listen to Guy LeBlanc's podcast. He was speaking with a genetic counselor who thinks that Bionanogenomics could do a similar thing to what Illumina has done within their industry, because from her knowledge and her belief is Bionanogenomics is unique and they're well positioned within their own industry, optical genome mapping. And within this podcast, I listened to the whole thing. Christina was making some great points about Bionanogenomics being the Swiss Army knife of cytogenetic testing. She was talking about how she didn't really know about optical genome mapping, even though she was active in the field. And so she said some great things, some statements about how Bionanogenomics could really thrive in this blue ocean, because to her knowledge, and if you saw ARK Invest's Big Ideas 2021, Bionanogenomics is within this blue ocean where they can thrive. Finally, guys, I wish you a good day. Drop me some predictions as well. Mark was saying that he thinks there should be at least 40 Sapphire installs. I don't know how many Bionanogenomics is going to get, but they said they wanted to keep it at 150 milestone. Usually what Eric does is he under promises and tries to over deliver. So are we going to beat 9 installs for this quarter? Usually at the end of the year as well, people have budget, new capital for new innovative products. So hopefully there's been enough studies out there proving that, optical genome mapping can reveal and unlock structural variations like never before. Welcome to Cytopia, where structural variants have nowhere to hide. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to get some sleep. I'm super knackered. If you can give this video a thumbs up and drop me some comments below, your thoughts and feelings on Bngo, the stock, the price, where we're at and where you think we're headed. Also, talk about adoption to me. Talk about how many Sapphire systems you think that we're going to install at the end of the 4th quarter, and if there's going to be any juicy partnerships that could spring up and who you think they'll be with. Lastly, if you want to support the channel and drop me any tips and donations, I have a PayPal link in my description box below. Always make sure in the comments I will never send you a WhatsApp number, so watch out for those guys. They're scammers. Last but not least, remember, none of this is financial advice. It's for entertainment only. I love you guys. I hope you have a wicked Wednesday, and I'll catch you next time. Mr. Investor Lad, over and out, baby.